What would happen if Israel strikes Iran? Well, it's a question that has been on the minds of many, especially considering recent events. All the updates in just one moment. Last week, the Homefront Command, led by Rafi Milo, conducted the Firm Hand exercise, simulating a multi-front conflict. The Air Force drilled strikes on targets in Iran, setting the stage for a potential escalation. But before we continue, please make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel to never miss any important update from Israel. Now, if Israel were to strike Iran, missiles would be fired at Israel from multiple directions, obviously. Iran and pro-Iranian Shia militias from Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and the Gaza Strip would launch barrage of attacks. The northern areas and the city of Haifa would probably bear the brunt of the strike, and as if that weren't enough, violent protests would likely erupt within Israel. That is a case scenario that Israel must be ready to deal with. The Homefront Command has prepared for this scenario, envisioning a grim outcome. In the event of such an attack, about 100 civilians would lose their lives, and about 1,000 would be wounded, according to the Homefront Command. Can you even begin to imagine the devastation? Emergency services would be overwhelmed, with over 1,000 sites of destruction, including 500 in serious condition. Approximately 2,000 residents would find themselves without proper shelter or assistance. Just imagine the chaos, the fear, the desperation. But it doesn't end there. The scenario also includes damages to crucial infrastructure. The electricity and water systems would be crippled. Even Israeli IDF bases and population centers would suffer. The impact would be unprecedented, unlike anything Israel has experienced since its reestablishment. Imagine the entire country plunged into darkness. Power outages would disrupt daily lives, grinding the nation to a halt. The implications would be severe, reaching far beyond the immediate physical destruction desired by the mullahs of Iran. Israel's functional continuity would be at stake. Essential personnel like hospital workers, pharmacists, drivers, and infrastructure employees might hesitate to report to work due to the constant fear of missile fire and destruction. The economy would suffer, and the entire nation would struggle to keep going. The air defense system, too, would face its greatest challenge yet. The scale and scope of the threats from all directions would push the system to its limits. Although the specific details remains classified, we know that Lebanon alone would probably unleash about 3,000 rockets within the first few days, all directed at tiny little Israel. We also know that Iran just recently unveiled a new hypersonic missile that can reach Tel Aviv in 400 seconds, according to Iranian reports. Israel, by the way, in response to that perhaps, also reported that it is working on a new defense system against hypersonic missiles and other threats that the Iron Dome is incapable of dealing with. But wait a minute, what strike am I even talking about? Why would Israel do something like that? Well, the Islamic Republic of Iran has been promising for decades that it would destroy Israel. It even set up clock towers in city centers with a timer that shows when will Israel be destroyed. At first, they gave Israel a maximum of 25 years until its destruction. Now, they say Israel will probably be destroyed by 2028. You get the point. They want to see the destruction of Israel. And the fact that they have been advancing their nuclear program, aspiring to achieve nuclear weapons, that is something that Israel cannot allow, considering the existential threat it would pose to Israel. Not just on Israel, actually, but on the entire world. Because putting nuclear weapons in the hand of radical Islamists is something nobody wants. The West has been trying to negotiate with the Iranian regime over the years in order to stop them diplomatically, but that has failed. And now there are new reports of the Biden administration in close talks with the Iranians to close a new, smaller nuclear deal. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu said that in any case, with or without a deal, Israel will act according to its defense goals and will do anything and everything to protect its civilians. But amidst all this darkness, there is a glimpse of hope. The Homefront Command has been preparing, innovating, and finding new ways to protect its citizens. In the Firm Hand exercise, a new capability called Cell Broadcast was integrated. This technology allows the Homefront Command to send warning messages directly to citizens, alerting them to missile and rocket threats without even the need for specific applications. In times of crisis, unity and preparations are crucial. The Homefront Command has practiced evacuating civilians from vulnerable areas to designated reception centers. Special provisions have been made for those with special needs and medical conditions. This dedication to safeguard lives shows the commitment Israel has to its people. As we reflect on the potential consequences of a strike on Iran, we must remember the resilience and strength that define the Israeli people. Even in the face of unimaginable challenges, they find ways to support one another. Israel is one family, and we are stronger when we are together, especially with your support. And most importantly, we are not going anywhere, whether our enemies like it or not.